Welcome to 231 Podcast. We got one of LIB best comedian, GGG. Welcome to the show, GGG.
Yes, sir, Mr. Giant Gina. Giant German
Well,
Gina
before you get started, I'm one of the hosts, JoJo. I go by Lifestyle Baddou.
You got me, Honey Pay. You can call me Pishin. It's okay.
Boy, Abizzle. You call me AB.
Okay.
That's 2 letters of the alphabet. Yeah.
Anyway. Okay, yes.
Yeah, so just
Let's talk in.
Can you hear us?
Yep, loud and clear.
Okay.
All right. Well, we wanted to ask you a couple of questions. How was it growing up as a German in Liberia?
It was, let me just start with my story with Liberia. I went there 1983. We say 83. We don't say 83 like the Americans. We say 83.
Yeah,
The country was still sweet. Little America. And no war business, no child soldier business, all that trauma was not there. So the town was sweet. And I have to say, I never experienced racism in Liberia.
Yeah.
Never.
A normal day.
That's a big one.
LIB was the most hospitable nation on earth. As a child, you could go to the village. You know, on Sunday evening, all the Oma there would be making the cornbread, the shortbread on the coal. You'll be smelling that thing all over the village. Anytime you smell it, you just say, Oma, I'm smelling sweet food here. Oh, please give me small. By the time everybody would say, hey, can't start that eating. Then they would share. Everybody would share their food with you. And that's how Liberia used to be. I say used to be, okay? It changed. After the war, everything changed. And people are not sharing our food anymore. Because the food's too scarce.
Gabriel Ha.
The Gabriel went way up.
I want to say the country hard. The country used to be easy. Everybody used to have their little shop on the road selling their little sardines and tomato and onion, and now, you know, and now it's just, I don't know when you guys have been there the last times, but going to Liberia, it's a mental drain on you sometimes because all your friends are just suffering.
Yeah.
At least my friends, I like to hang with my poverty friends from way back in the days.
That's real happiness right there, hanging out with poor people.
But let's speak back on when the last time you been to Liberia. When the last time you been to
Everybody
Liberia?
hustle together.
I haven't been back there since I came.
Yeah.
And you see, it's time for you to go back.
I was 13. I ain't go back there since I came.
Yeah.
Damn.
Long time.
Yeah, I ain't go back down there. But speaking about you, G, you already know I follow you. I see you did a couple of skits with Michael Blasing, all the other Liberian men. But let's talk more about me. I see what I want to know. Like, let's talk more about your foundation, right? I see on your page you got a ggsomething.com and kind of like browse over it, summarize it. It's more of a like foundation with change, the agent network, change of poverty.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate on that? What, like, for example, what does that stand for? And what you really, really want to do for our Liberian people?
Okay.
Within your foundation.
First of all, I want to make Liberia more aware. I want to make the world more aware of Liberia.
Okay.
We are a very small country, and I wrote a best-selling book about my friendship to a Liberian boy that became a child soldier, and I called that book Blood Brothers. We wrote that book in 2007, and it became a bestseller in Europe. I bought the picking a house in Ganta. I brought him to Germany. I brought his son to Germany. We operated on his son for free. We saved his arm from amputation. I gave that Peking tens of thousands of dollars.
I I want you to put her in colloquial too, so the woman and I watch it. I know you, so they can understand. Oh, the women can really speak our colloquial. But that's big though, G. That's big. That's big. That's big. I knew that foundation was not for nothing.
Yeah.
So first of all, you know, I stumbled into I fought down inside the whole comedy thing because people were so amazed when I started talking to colloquial. They said, "Oh, that scam! That man, a scam." So I said, "What kind of fucking scam are doing here? Your stupid ass, your man, something. What my scam here?" They said, "Oh, the computer." That computer is talking, so I said, look, I'm going to go live. So I went live, and to cut a long story short, the rest is history. 6 months later, I was in Woodland Avenue. I was in Philadelphia doing a comedy show.
Philadelphia.
Shout out to Philly, man. Southwest Philadelphia.
All my Zogo then invite me. They say, come to New York, come to Philly. They went to North Dakota, all the places, all the diaspora, plenty, you know. Yeah. And so I discovered I had a gift. And people liked it. And then I had to learn the comedy thing quick because I started with storytelling. I'm Liberia's only big storyteller right now. And that's a shame, you know. I stumbled into that too because I didn't know what to talk about. So I just started telling spider stories. And so from then on, people started inviting me to MC weddings and all the kind of thing that, you know. So I said, but little Mokofi, it seemed to be a little mind inside the thing also. And not so stupid. Because, you know, everything, that free thing, Instagram, Facebook, everything are free. So how I'll eat too now, you know? So man got to eat. So anyway, when I started making little money, and I want to also add that I'm the only international Liberian comedian because Angel Michael and Mama Liberia, it's hard for them to get visa.
Yeah.
Because I think they'll never go back. They'll never go back to LIB once they jump outside. That's why I will corner that market. I will eat that market sweet until they get a visa. So I'm the only one actually traveling around the world. And so then at some point I said, how can I give back, you know? And I don't want to just give it to my friends because they will just eat it for nothing. So I looked around and I found Change Agent Network. And they're on my page, ggtfromlib.com, if you want to look at it. And they have built 23 schools in Liberia, and we're building a university right now.
23 schools!
Bro, we need that.
23!
Yeah, we need a Byway. The education system poor.
Because my birthday is on the 23rd of August, so it got to be at least 23. So
23. Okay.
So I do fundraiser parties. I'm in Louisiana a day after tomorrow doing another fundraiser. We're trying to raise $100,000. And you know the Liberian people, they get the most people in the diaspora, they get ma. That's where the money is. You know, the people in Liberia, they don't have the money. But those of us who made it out, we get ma. So once you make people laugh and you tell them about Liberia and you reach their heart, you'll be amazed how many people want to help the country, and especially with education. And that's why I decided to give back by building schools in Liberia and becoming a change agent in education. Because, you know, the school system in Liberia too fuck off.
Yeah, you know.
Damn fuck off.
God bless.
Damn fuck off.
Yeah. So
you know why the Liberian teacher they can't teach their children Google because they can't get paid at all.
They can't get paid, yeah. Salary, poor salary. They're not going to sit down in class for a long time.
Full salary.
Yeah. People, and they're not teaching the people what they know. They're teaching them all the things. Yeah, too much. So with all that though, while you are coming up, you know, in the comedy game, did you ever feel like say, oh yeah, like you're making this big, or how big you know?
My man, what thing big? If I were in Nigeria,
you big, my man. You out there? What you talking? You huge, my man. How many men in the Liberian community looking up to you?
And you bigger than most. I mean, you just got a name.
You big because everybody else can get visa right now.
Yeah.
No, you know, I'm very honored. You know, I never thought that this comedy thing would you know, make money with me and take me to places, but I've been able to perform for Liberian billionaires. Did you know Liberia has a billionaire?
Yes.
You see the way you say has it?
Has-
I mean, I want or I
It
couple?
has at least one billionaire living in the Southamptons in New York, in the prime real estate of the world. The guy invited
Wow.
me to
Yes.
Rich Lou
Yeah, no.
Dennis. That's Rich Lou
What's-
Dennis.
Thank
And
you for telling us.
he sold his hair formula to L'Oreal for $800 million. So
A Liberian.
A Liberian man.
Liberia get ma. And I was able to perform for the Oma herself, for Ellen Johnson. Yeah.
Access Magazine?
And Joe Boakai is one of my big fans too.
Oh, yeah?
Joe Barker, the president.
I hope that man win tomorrow next
So,
week.
okay. So, all the elections going on right now, like, how you call it? How you feeling about all the elections that are going on right now?
Let me stay out of
They want to do it 3 terms. They're not doing
Let me
2.
stay outside of it. I don't know who will win. I still want to
They're
get
not doing 2. They do 2, they're doing 3. Like 3, they're doing 7 or 4. Yeah.
No, but to come back to your question, Liberia is very small. We have 5 million people. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm trying to bring more awareness, and to tell you the truth, it's so much fun because every comedy show that I do in Liberian English, the old people that come to the show, they can be crying at the end of the show. You know why they're crying? They say, I had a very, very touching experience one time a couple of weeks ago. I think it was in Dallas. And I had a show in a Liberian restaurant, and 200 people were there. We laughed our heads off. We had fun. And one papi started crying at the end. And I went to him with the microphone. I said, Papi, why are you crying in a comedy show? What did I do wrong? And he said, my son, what kind of nasty joke did I tell? He said,
Yeah,
no, my
like catch
son.
your feeling, you get emotional like this.
What did I do wrong? And he said, no, you did everything right. And it's the first time that I went to a comedy show in my own language about my own culture. I don't have to go to fuck up Kevin Hart and Dave Chappelle. Yeah.
You can come right here and say,
Shout out to that, bro. Yeah, that's a touching moment, though.
And he said, this is the first Liberian comedy show I've had in my life in America. And I said, wow. And that's where I see my message. You know, I just want to bring Liberian language and culture and comedy because, you know, Liberian people, they are so resilient. They are so strong. Yeah. We went through so much, and people are still joking and making joke out of everything. Even say out of Ebola, they were making joke out of Ebola. You know, one joke they told me in Ebola time when I was there. They say Ebola is like playing DV. When one man wins, the whole family wins.
Everybody on. Yeah.
Well, one person.
Everybody in America.
Everybody goes straight to heaven.
So about the joke now, you can say, what inspires you to tell Spider's story now? Is it like, do you have educational purpose behind it, or you just telling Spider's story just to tell it?
That is a very interesting question too. Before this whole GGG thing blew up, 6 months earlier in 2015, I was in America visiting Liberian families, friends of me. And I remember, I think it was in Midwest. And the people, you know, Liberian people, they're always working. Everybody working 3 jobs to make it. And all my Liberian people, the people in America, they're hustling hard. Y'all don't mind. Y'all don't that smartphone, it's damn expensive. So everybody get 3 jobs. So the parents were working whole day and night. So I had to take care of the Liberian children in the house. And after a whole day of babysitting, I got tired. I started cussing in Liberian English. I started cussing them out. God, I'm damn frustrated now because I'm a whole holiday. The children, you know what the children said? The children said, oh, Daddy, what kind of language are you speaking? I said, oh, you mean to tell me your mom and pa don't teach you Kolokwan? They said, no, we're supposed to be Americans and we speak American English. I said, oh, so you mean to tell me you don't know Mr. Spider? They say, oh, we know Spider-Man, Tom Holland, and all that shit. Yeah. I'm like, oh, we get our own superhero in Liberia. They call him Mr. Spider. So I started telling the children the Spider stories that I remembered because I had been in a village in Lima where the people were telling stories every night. And coincidentally, I listened to all those stories and kept them in my heart. So when I started telling the spider stories to the children, they were enthusiastic. And they said, why did our parents never teach us this beautiful part of our culture? They always make Liberia to look like a poverty country, like a stupid country. That's why we're never interested in going back. And I said, my children, the country has a beautiful heritage. It's one of the oldest republics of Africa. And it's so rich in history. And then I started teaching them. And they say, oh, Daddy, we want to go back now. I said, wow. And when their parents came home, we cussed them hard. I told them, look, you got to be teaching your children their whole history again. And that encouraged me. And that, I never thought that a white guy would become Liberia's premier storyteller.
Yeah. That's good. That's really decent. Speaking about you been in Liberia for early age, you said what year did you go there?
83. Before
83. Okay. So from 83, right? When you left, did anything change when you left Liberia to go back to Germany now after doing the war and everything? Did anything change?
Everything changed, brother.
Yeah. And one more thing within that question. We got 5 minutes, but I hope you can answer it real quick and we'll come back. We told you we'll take a little break. So what changed? And if you can change one thing during the war before going to Germany, what would it be?
I would have taken my brother, my Liberian best friend, on that last plane that left Africa.
The one you wrote a book about? I want to be on the same track with you. The one you wrote a book about.
My Gio brother that was forced into child soldierhood, and he came to me and begged me to take him with me to Germany, and my parents had lied to me. They say we're just going on holiday. We're not running away. We're just going on holiday. They didn't want to scare our children. So I didn't know the full extent of this civil war coming. And nobody knew. When you ask the old people that were there, they said nobody believed that this thing would go hard like this. Because 1980, we had coup. 1985, we had coup attempt. We won pas coup. It took 1 week, then the country was peaceful again. That the whole thing, everybody was thinking. We thought it in 1 or 2 weeks. So my parents said, let's go to Ivory Coast. We'll wait until the thing blow over and then we'll come back. We just resume. But it took 13 years to come back. And that was a path of shame for me. It was a path of reconciliation. I looked for that boy for 13 years with a bad conscience. And I just thank God that I found him and I was able to ask him for forgiveness. That I dropped him in that moment. I didn't take him serious. I didn't think the war would come like that. And he saw it coming. He said, I'm going to become a child soldier for them.
Yeah, we probably got like 30 seconds left, right? What at that time when you were smart in your head, what you think was the excuse of your parents when they left your best friend, your brother? Basically, what was the excuse you think they told you at that time? Now you know it. What do you think was their fear?
Their excuse, they said, well, they just didn't want to face the problem, They were just like, oh, that God, now just pray for that picking.
Thank you, Mr. GGG.
Now what did God people let us say? Just pray for it. Now God time to do it. Fuck all of y'all.
We just want, thank you, Mr. GGG, for answering some questions for us. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Thank you so much.
We also want to give you your flowers for taking the time to, go out there and learning our culture, learning about the culture and learning about spider story and being able to tell our kids.
For real.
Yeah.
When we get back, you're going to tell the viewers, you're going to tell the Liberian people how you all started at TN.
Okay.
Welcome back. We have GGG back on the podcast, 231. GGG, how's it going, man? The only Liberian comedian with plenty visa there.
They're chilling Costa Rica. Yeah, Costa Rica.
That passport is almost full.
Yeah.
Maybe ask your question again.
Yeah, but let me just add, I'm on a 1-year world trip right now. 1-year world comedy tour.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
My bug has some kind of funny question for you, but your 1-year world tour, how many African countries there?
I'm looking at Rwanda, Next week,
Rwanda. Okay.
One more week of Costa Rica and Panama here, and then we're going to. I want to look at Rwanda to study how they, how they did it after the war. Because Rwanda is one of the best, fastest growing African economies right now, and I mean they had the same conflict that we had. They had 800,000 dead. We had 250,000 dead. And they are just blossoming. And I want to study that country and see what they did different.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Amy, go ahead.
No, I just want to know how tall you was. How tall are you?
You want to know why they call me the giant German?
Yeah. You see that what we saying now? Our computer is very close to us. Our camera there. While we're looking at it, what you looking at? You fall out the whole screen.
6'6".
Yeah.
6'6". 6'6".
I'm going to say it.
I know that small doggy used to be doggy on the man now.
Oh,
yeah. That was funny. What's that bro, man? Short. Yeah. Oh, man.
That German side can't be here.
Yeah, like German side.
German side. That is Liberian side.
Let's get it. All right, so we're talking about kids before we left from here. We're talking about, the way you used to babysit the children and you learn the spider story. Do you yourself got kids and you tell them the spider story and you raising them in that brain way, they eating pan butter and teen and sucking our finger when they swallow the fufu?
Yeah. Well, first of all, the when the war was going on, I was trying to forget Liberia. Even because I knew I was not going to be able to go back. I couldn't go back because of the war. And so after the war, when my children were 2 and 3 years old, I went back to Liberia and I got a very good life insurance in case they fire me in the butt. My woman said, "You go in a war-torn country, you want to leave me behind with baby here? You will leave my here too." So I had to take a very expensive life insurance. So I went back. And in 2012, after the book was a huge success, I went back after 2003 every year. And I helped my friends. We had 5 businesses we built up and tried to always send money to that family. And in 2012, I took my family. We quit our jobs in Germany and we moved to Liberia for 6 months. And we lived there. We studied the culture. I took the children out of the German school system. I trained them in Liberian culture. We traveled all over Liberia to look at the rainforest, to study Liberian English, all the things. So they're deep inside. So they know all the things.
Yeah.
Even one of my daughters is becoming an English teacher based on that experience. She said, "I want to teach."
Oh, wow. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Tell her 231 podcast. We'll tell her congratulations. Tell her congratulations.
And ladies and gentlemen, for all of y'all PC parents out there who not know your spider stories, if you want to know,
let them know.
If you want to teach your children spider stories and animal stories, because Liberia has the most beautiful, funny, positive stories of all of West Africa. Let me say Africa, because I've studied all of them, all the countries, and Liberian animal stories are gentle, they are positive, they are funny, and they have a good moral story. They have a good moral value at the end of the story. Usually, spider is too greedy. He has to learn a lesson. And these stories are very nice for kids. And so I wrote 2 collection books. 2 books and you can find them on my page, GGG from LIB. You can order them, signed by me, and order them and teach your children these stories. I even have a Liberian English guide in each book.
The way you answering, sorry to call you off. The way you answering small question before we even ask you it. I don't even know. You answer a small question before we even ask you. You are ready. Yeah.
Speaking on the book, G. Speaking on the book, right?
Yeah.
It took us small time to go find a book. I ain't gonna lie. We had to do some more research. Madam, you had to go on your page. Yeah. And our director on the air help us out. But how can the outside world that don't know about the 2 books right now? I'm looking at them. How can they have access to? Because some people don't have Instagram. Like Liberian people back home now. They don't have access to Instagram. So
even say who know book in Liberia, sir?
Hey, yo.
My man, no Liberian people can buy book in Liberia. I put that book on wheelbarrow. I put it on a wheelbarrow. I ran around town selling it for $5. I didn't sell 1 book all week.
All week?
That is so one book.
I'm serious. We don't even have a public library in Liberia. We don't have one public library where children can go study books for free. Nothing. So that's one big thing we still need to change in Liberia. We need to add book value, you know?
Yeah, the education system.
Liberia has a best-selling author. My co-author is a Liberian best-selling author in Europe, and nobody knows this, you know?
Wow.
I mean, that's a huge achievement, and nobody honors the man. Nothing. Even the president.
That's big.
We gotta get him in a flower.
We definitely gotta get this flower and shout him out.
Yeah.
You feel me? What's his name?
His name is Benjamin Kwato Zan, and he lives in Gata. Okay.
Oh yeah, I think you got him in the autobiography. I read it. Yeah, Benjamin.
And you
shout out to Benjamin.
So to all my people outside of Liberia, you have the internet. You can go on gggfromlib.com and you can order the book there, or you can even get it for free on Amazon. I think the Kindle version is for free on Amazon.
Okay.
Is that also where your book, Blood Brothers? Is that what it's called? Is that where your book can be available?
Blood Brothers and the two story collections of animal stories, everything, and you can find T-shirts for GGG. I have merch there. I have some nice sweaters there. Anything you want to buy, you want to leave mine with your Uncle G. You can go to
anything.
Esfuerzo. Yeah.
So how far the movie coming? How far the cartoon coming along?
Cartoon.
The anime or the cartoon?
Maybe your mind.
Okay. I want to say, as far as I know, I'm the first cartoon maker of Liberia for animal stories. There's one cartoon on YouTube that you can find. It's called Mr. Spider and the Eggs of Death. And it's very expensive to make cartoons. And the feedback has not been so much that I can finance more right now. I think only 2,000 people looked at it, so the market is not ready yet. I just wanted to drop it out there to be the first.
Okay. So, will you mind if we share on our page? We can put it on our page.
Sure.
You mind share that too and see? Yeah.
And I want to, Liberian children need cartoons too.
Yeah, the need cartoons.
Send us the link. We'll definitely share it. Yeah. Everywhere on the platform, we'll definitely share it.
And I have one big news. Maybe I can share that because you guys might not know that. I'm posting it on my pages, but it's always good to share it personally. Do you guys remember Liberia's most iconic TV comedy show before the war, Mala Wala Bala Wala?
Bala Wala, Mala Wala. I went on your page. We talked about that before we set up this interview. Me and you.
Listen, I gave Kekura Kamara a Lifetime Achievement Award when I had my show in Liberia in December. Yeah. The man broke down in tears, and he said, "You're the first person to honor me as I'm still living." And I said, "Wow." And he said on stage, he started crying on stage, and he said, "My spiritual eyes saw that we are going to revive Malawala Balawala." This was in December last year. And I said, "Wow, let's do it, Uncle." And I want to be the Gina that flies around and torments you and does tricks on you and all these kind of things. So right now we have a team with Van Vicker, the actor.
Yeah, Van Vick.
Van is going to play the son of the old man Malawala Balawala. And I will be the German Gina that seeks revenge because Malawala killed my Liberian brother Gina in the old series. And so I will be, bringing some comedy fun into the whole episode. We're planning 6 episodes, and there is a GoFundMe in case Liberians want to support us because we don't have money yet, and we the government is all caught up in politics right now. We don't have any funding for these kind of national projects yet in Liberia, and I'm trying to bring German investors. I'm trying to bring international attention to these kind of beautiful projects. I mean, this was like the Cosby Show in the States.
Yeah.
But thing that, we can't be out of government to it. We got to do it ourselves. So the government part.
I don't want to ask Joe. We are all
ma. So where y'all shooting it at though? Where is being shot at? What if you do? Where y'all shooting it? It's based in Labrador.
In Monrovia.
Oh, that's big. Oh, okay. Yeah, nah. Okay.
So
we got to see the old road now.
include beautiful highlights in Liberia, like the Sapo National Park. We want to, have the Gina appear there. We can build all kinds of beautiful touristic hallmarks into the video, into the episodes. We want to just advertise Liberia's beauty and cultural beauty.
Right. Yeah. And then you just got some nice editing team now,
Okay.
You can run it up. Yeah, though.
So G, staying on the comedy, making the whole cartoon, Muppet Show, whatever. When is the date you're planning on dropping it? The first episode. That's one. And I have another question.
Yeah, the
for the up and coming
reload.
Huh?
The Malawala Balawala reload.
Yeah. When are you guys planning on dropping the first episode?
I think it will take 6 months.
6 months?
Yeah.
So in the summertime, basically.
Yeah, that's
a big project.
Right we need to get the financing together. We need about $50K because we have to all fly there. Feed people. We have to feed people, and we want to pay people too. One of the big problems in Liberia is people don't get paid for their work. So I don't want to always ask for favors. I want to pay people, so that's why I'm asking for help and donors, anybody who wants to support this project.
Yeah, thank you. That's why we all here to help,
here to support, G. We're here to help.
Try to get my brother.
G, but I have 2 questions for you. I got two questions for you. I mean, we chilling. You can stay with us as long as you want. You feel me? But what's the best advice you have right now? Advice that you have for an up and coming comedian? And then the second one is our last episode was discussing about Liberian food, like the soup.
Yeah.
So, what would be your favorite Liberian soup? Or like your top 3 Liberian soup, and your top 3 traps you want to eat those type of soup from. But first, let's go back to what's the best advice you got for an up and coming comedian right now, whether if it's a male, female, old, young, whatever.
Okay. The first thing, let me say what not to do. What not to do. Okay. Is to ask others for help and for camera and for data and for manager, and I'm gonna be the biggest talent in Liberia, but you need to pay me first and all that bullshit. Fuck that, bro.
Yo, you free. This is a free podcast. Hey, it's a free amount podcast. Say anything.
Our viewers now, so that dogs. Yeah, so fuck all that shit. We in this bitch, yeah.
How many people cheering and call me and say, "Oh, I'm gonna be the next big superstar of Liberia. You just need to please send me 2,000 so I can get started." I said, "But move from here, man. We are dead to ask."
You fool, I know who you talking to.
I mean, the sense of self-entitlement some people have. I'm like, what is your product? First of all, man, what is your niche? So first of all, if you want to do something, you have to see if people like it. If people don't like it, just go sit down and go back to the farm.
Hit working on the farm.
Everybody is funny, and if you can pull a crowd, and if people follow your content, first tip: just keep uploading. Don't be discouraged. Right. Okay, you can land a quick success sometimes, and then just keep doing it. If you see, people like this kind of comedy. And yes, people like sexual, dirty comedy more, granted. That's why Angel Michael walks around in diapers and goes down to that level just to get clicks. I don't do that. I'm almost 50. I'm not going to run around in diapers just to get clicks. Okay.
Yeah, that one out.
No. I'm a married man and a father. I have my pride. Okay?
Imagine if they see you in Dapper.
and you'll see those kind of videos. They get 200, 300,000 clicks. That's people like that kind of shit. But I do like to have some kind of comedic value in my work too, and not just go for the poo-poo platoon.
Right.
So I would recommend don't give up, upload, keep uploading, don't be discouraged, and use the Liberian environment for your comedy. because it's unique, it's beautiful, it's different. And, just filming your comedy in a village setting in Liberia is crazy different to Philly.
Yeah.
And just to have those beautiful trees, those monkeys, all the banana hanging, my man, that's comedy material right there.
Yeah.
That nobody else has. So focus on what makes you unique, okay? For me, what made me unique is I recognize I'm the only white comedian in West Africa. I don't know, even say Africa.
Yeah. Nobody got to tell you. You already know.
White man in a whole building. When I have a show, I swear to God, I'm the only white guy in that whole building.
How you can feel? How you can feel being the only white guy?
I feel comfortable. Yeah. But all these left liberals in America, they can be costing me. They say, "Oh, you're cultural vulture. You're stealing the people's culture." I say, "Oh, but the people that complaining, the people like it."
And they check your background, and I even know you're not from America. People love it.
Only stupid white people can be talking that kind of shit.
Yeah. And they not even know, sir. Check it out. You're not even from that era.
They
that teacher you from that era.
I'll be wearing my chief gown. They can start complaining. I say, y'all just move from here. Y'all don't talk things that y'all don't know shit about.
Yeah. I think make it real Liberian, man.
Yeah. So let's go
By
back.
the time you touch down, you already know.
You said something about food, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said, what's your favorite food?
Okay.
Liberian food.
I like my
top three, though. Top three.
My baboon worm.
Baboon worm?
Yeah. Then I like goat poo GB.
You said what did?
Goat poo GB.
Goat poo GB. Never y'all like we had that one before.
We not right now.
For all of y'all that have been in America, this is a traditional food in Nimba County.
I never heard of it. We never heard of it.
Goat poo GB.
Okay, let me tell you how they do it. I swear to God, I went up country to the bush. I said I want to eat the special food, the special one y'all get for your chieftain. They say, okay, that goat poo GB. I said, I want it. They say, okay, come. First of all, you gotta kill the goat. I say, shit, damn it. So I gotta cut that thing neck. Then the thing die. They put it in the fire. They roast the thing quickly. They cut the thing gut. Then they take the intestine where the grass is still inside. The grass is inside fermenting. Then the last part where the poo-poo is, they cut that part, they chunk it. The poo-poo part, they chunk it. But the other part of the intestine, that along with the grass inside, they cut it piece by piece, they put it in the soup, they put Maggi cube there, that soup.
With hot water
Hello, potato green.
Oh man.
Intestines?
Goat eating potato green.
Maggi cube.
Potato green.
Hell no.
Well, you had that in my content.
Yeah, I got typhoid the next day from it. Typhoid fever grabbed me straight.
Thank you for telling us that. We never ever try. Run away from that restaurant now.
No, so do we?
Other than that, I respect my Geo people because they can swallow nut bigger than tennis ball. They GP nut. They can tongue that one and just swallow it. They can't chew nothing. They just swallow it.
You're not supposed to chew it though.
Some people some of the Ghana throw demon.
She chew her fufu. She chew her fufu and GB. I can't do that. That's nasty.
Swallowing it? Not nasty?
Yeah, that's nasty.
Your thoughts?
How you do know about that in Costa Rica right now?
Eh?
Yeah, how you doing over there in Costa Rica right now?
No GB yet. I'm only spaghetti we eating here.
You better eat tamales.
It's spaghetti. You like spaghetti again?
So, question for the Liberian Germans. Do we have like a community in Germany?
Yeah,
a Liberian community?
We have a small community. I think it's about 1,000 people all over Germany.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay. That's a decent number.
Shout out to my Liberian in Germany.
Yeah, you know we everywhere.
That's thousands.
They coming. They're getting plenty in Europe now. And
shout out to all my Liberian men in Germany.
Yeah, shout out to all my homies there. And they German language is damn high, so the guy can like to hang around.
How about the cool? You talking about the language? How about the cool? How the cool?
The what?
The cool.
The weather.
I don't know. I'm not there now. But I think it's fresh cold straight.
Negative. In a negative right now.
Yo, it's getting cold on that side.
Yeah. Man.
Did you ever tell us your top 3 tribes?
My favorite tribes?
Yes.
Top 3.
Yeah, my top 3 is Guillot, because my best friend is a Guillot. He taught me all the guillotine name.
Who, Benjamin?
Yeah, Benjamin. He taught me all the bush
society. I remember Benjamin.
Shout out to
Benjamin. Big Ben.
Big Ben.
Then I heard the Pele getting it. They're very rude. That's why I like them.
Yeah.
Oh, they're rude. Why you
And I like the vibe getting too.
Oh, my stepmother Val.
Yeah,
that's all. Yeah. So
we're back.
What would be your honorable mention if you go to 5? What would be your top 2 honorable mention? So that's 3. That's your 3 favorite right there. What would be your 2 honorable mention to make it 5?
Okay. My fancy fisherman.
Who?
My fancy fisherman.
Oh, fancy people. Okay, yeah, and then what else?
People, yeah.
And cool people.
Yeah, let me see. My Mandingo people.
Oh, okay. Shout out to my Mandingo people.
Yeah, because the Mandingo people, they're the businessmen in Liberia then. Yeah. Next to the Lebanese and Pakistani guy.
Yeah, they're the one running things. Let's talk bits on Liberia, G. Yeah. Who in LIB you would like to work with in the the comedy community that you haven't worked with yet in Liberia?
Oh, listen, I've worked with almost everyone. I love working with Angel Michael because anything we touch, it goes viral. Anything we touch together, it just goes 100,000 views in 2 hours. It's just beautiful. I love him. I mean, we worked together for 6 years now. Anytime I'm in Liberia, I try to bring him small things just to keep him happy. I think he's a genius. He comes on time. He comes on time to shoot stuff. He doesn't waste time. And I mean,
I didn't catch that name. Who was that?
Angel Michael.
Oh, Angel Michael. Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. Yeah, shout out to Angel Michael. Nah, he a dope one. He a dope. His content is very creative. I like that.
Very, very creative, and I hope he gets his flowers in Liberia, man.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he could make so much money outside of Liberia too.
Hopefully we can get him on here one day too, though.
Yeah, and I've been following Mama Liberia's rise too. Incredible rise. You know, Mama Liberia as a female cross-dresser, that he would be that successful. I never thought that in a patriarchal.
What, the one I can wear the wedding dress?
Yeah.
Very
successful.
Thank you.
And I have to tell you guys, there's a high level of cooperation and unity among the comedians in Liberia. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Love working together.
Yeah, I be seeing his work on TikTok. He's funny.
Yeah,
he's funny too.
Yeah, boy, man, that like all our teenage men wearing dress, putting the lipstick all the way over the voice fit.
So does Liberia have a performing arts union?
Nothing. We don't even have a cultural center anymore. We used to have Kenneja Cultural Center.
Wait, what happened to Kenneja?
Oh, my man, they sold it. And there's a hotel.
To who? Oh, they got Kenneja Resort. Oh, yeah, my brother, because my parents still live across the street.
Yeah.
They turned it to Kenneja Resort with hotels and all that good stuff. Oh, wow.
They promised the artists that they would get a cultural center. It never happened. And so no place to practice, no place for the artists to come together. And that would be the starting point. I hope that Boakai or George Weah does something in that direction, man, because that way, that is an easy step to just improve culture, entertainment in Liberia.
All right, Gigi. Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much today. We got probably 3 minutes.
Thank you so much.
You feel me? Thank you.
Interview you. Thank you so
much
for giving us your time. Yeah.
Your attention.
Your attention.
Yeah.
Your energy.
You have stuff going on right now. But listen, we'd like you to take this floor right now and shout out
your IG,
your IG,
your social media, handles,
everything, what we can get,
where
you know
everybody can get everything.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me just end it with a little rap. It's your GG. GG from LMP, your favorite storyteller, that is me. Come and sit down on my knee because now I'm finished with the queen. That is Giant John Gina, rapping Koloka, Liberian people Jack and say talking. Why? The Jew they can grab a hammer, I can lie, and a white man. Bye.
Yeah. The giant German Gina. Yes, sir.
ALG, before you leave, one more thing you do for us, man. Can you please shout out the 231 podcast and just ask people to follow, share, and subscribe to us, please?
Share, subscribe.
Hey, people, this is your GGG, Liberia's #1 international comedian. Please follow 231 podcast.
Yes, sir. All right, Mr. Giant. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We love you, G.
This is 231.
Thank you guys for everything.
And
you're
we will.
doing in Liberia too. Every one of us is playing a part in this rise of our nation. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for putting awareness on the map.
Thank you. The whole team gonna follow your comedy 1 year tour. We're gonna be on your page and send us some stuff you want us to post and share, okay?
And the next time you come to America, that know we'll all be together.
Yeah, next time you come to America, instead of coming out.
Yeah, we're gonna come there and see you wherever you
Let's see,
are.
one more thing. 1, 2, 3, LIB. 1, 2, 3,
LIB. To the world. Enjoy the center of America,
Thank
my
you,
boy.
sir. Thank you. God bless you.
Mr. Giant German Gina. Thank you. Enjoy the center of America.
Yes.
Yeah.